I'm responding to a comment that was left on one of my previous videos with someone asking, isn't it interesting how tall men dislike tall women while they keep creating us? Yeah, I do think that's an interesting concept when people create the exact same kinds of people that they don't like. A lot of tall men don't like tall women because they think we look too similar to them, which I kind of understand. We do have our dad's physiques. Meanwhile, they're the ones who keep creating tall women. They can create a tall woman with a woman of any height. A lot of short women don't like short men. Meanwhile, they give birth to short men. I know a short woman who dislikes short men and has always openly been nasty to them, and now she has a short son who's insecure about being short. So the way I see it, I just see it when people create the kinds of people they don't like. So people will be nasty to people that they don't like, but then when they later on create them, the same way they treated the people that they don't like, people are going to treat their children that way. Obviously, I'm not celebrating children paying for what their parents did or whatever, but I am saying I just look at it and shrug my shoulders and say, I guess that's just the universe's way of balancing things out. So now, another thing that was mentioned, often I hear shorter men often say this, especially on Reddit. They don't know why tall women have a problem with short men when tall men and short women hate on tall women all the time. Short men are desperate to hear tall women say that they never bother us. Only tall men and short women bother us. Short men are desperate to hear tall women say that. It's not the truth. Different tall people have mentioned this on several occasions because I've seen them. I've read it on Reddit and I've seen them say it in videos. Men who are 5'9" show aggression towards tall men and tall women more than every other demographic. I don't care what anybody says. Like tall men making mean comments about us in the comment section on YouTube, or short women, smirking at us or being passive aggressive towards us. That is not the same as short men getting in our face like they want to fight us, purposely walking past us just to hurl insults at us, them running after me just to hurl insults at me. They're the ones who walk past me and say, I'll knock that bitch down, I'll knock her ass out, I'll slap the shit out of her. Look at those tall bitches. I'm not scared of those tall bitches. I'm not worried about those tall bitches. I've had them walk past me and call me manly and transgender. Oh, I thought that was a man. Me too. I thought that was a transgender. Me too. Now, different demographics do this, but men who are 5'9" show aggression towards tall women and also tall men more than any other demographic. And I'm not going to let anybody get away with pushing a different narrative because a different narrative is not the truth. Men under 5'9" are the second most hostile demographic towards tall women. Now, can tall men and short women be passive aggressive and petty towards tall women? Are they sometimes nasty to us? Of course, because they both feel insecure next to us for different reasons. And so they kind of smirk at us or talk shit about us because they know that they're the ideal for their gender and we're not. Socializing and dating is harder for us. It's not hard for them at all. And so they kind of use that to make fun of us or to talk shit about us or to try to put us down. Yeah, they do that. But the interactions that I have with shorter men are not passive aggressive nastiness. It's genuine rage and anger that they direct towards tall women. I mean, the anger level is radically different. Because I've never had a tall man or a short woman follow me around the store and I just happen to look up and they're standing there glaring at me, and then I have to stop and think, I wonder how long they've been standing there. That doesn't happen with short women and tall men. That only happens with men who are 5'9" and sometimes under 5'9". They're usually white, sometimes black. They're usually out of shape with dad bod. They're the only ones that go out of their way to get nasty with tall women. They're the only ones that do this. And I have seen short men, and when I say short, I mean 5'9" and down, because that's who bothers tall women more than everybody else. I've seen short men post on Reddit the different ways that they pick fights with tall women, and it always includes tall women that were literally minding their business, and they'll mention little petty stuff that they do towards us just to be nasty to us, and they'll all be laughing about it in the comments, and I'm like, exactly. The things that they post on Reddit are things that I have experienced myself. So I know I'm not imagining it because they mention it and they laugh about it. And that's why I don't feel sorry for men under 5'10" who are being excluded from the dating pool. I have no sympathy for them. They take out their anger on people that did not do anything to them. Like, is tall women's fault that your parents didn't pick somebody taller? Is tall women's fault that average height women don't want to date you? Is tall women's fault that your tall dad nuked his tall jeans with a short woman? Is tall women's fault that your short dad had children when he probably should not have? Is it tall women's fault that short women hurl insults at short men right to their face? And I've seen short men complain about this on Reddit, and I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen short women do this. Short women and average height women complain on every social media platform about how much they hate men under 6 feet and they want them out of the dating pool. They do this on every social media platform. But because they're tiny, a lot of men under 6 feet show them grace that they don't show us taller women. And also, it's mostly like petite Asian and white women that do this, but because they're lighter, they get grace that darker skinned women don't get. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. You can feel however you want to feel. I'm not here to change anybody's mind, but I am going to match energy. I don't feel sorry for these lonely men. I have no sympathy for them. Obviously, the fact that a lot of them are lonely, that they can't find partners, etc. I'm not laughing at that or making fun of it, even though I should be, because they treat tall women like that. I'm provoked. They look at us like if I had her height, then my life would be a lot better. And so that's why they lash out at us. And some of them fantasize about us being attracted to them, especially like a thin, pretty, tall woman who resembles a model. They fantasize about us being attracted to them, and most of us are not. And so they'll lash out at us. And I've seen them mention this on Reddit. You can always find shorter men that like tall women. You can never find tall women that genuinely like shorter men. And they mention this on Reddit all the time. They complain about this all the time. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, short women and tall men, they're not innocent. I'm not calling them innocent at all. They give tall women a hard time too, but they don't go out of their way to get aggressive with us the way short men do. And I don't know if you're, I'm sorry. I thought I was responding to a comment. Never mind. They don't go out of their way to get aggressive with us the way short men do.